everyone, welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is another episode in the deck review series that I've been doing. I hope you've been watching all the previous videos that I've done. I've been trying to build these videos up from standard rider-weight decks towards the more complicated decks. And today I'm going to be presenting the Raven's Prophecy Tarot. And this is a very non-traditional deck, so it's deviated quite a bit from the traditional rider-weight decks that I have been showing you. Now, this is a deck that has been done by Llewellyn Publications, and it came out in 2015. I think it was quite popular when it did come out. Maybe it seems to have, the popularity seems to have died down a bit, and I thought I'd just bring it to you because it is something so unusual, and it is such a beautiful deck that it does need to see the light of day, and more people need to be using it. And also, it gives you the ability to use your psychic gifts a bit more because you're able to channel through this non-traditional way of reading the tarot. So this is a deck that has been done by Maggie Stiefvater, and she's the author of the Raven Cycle books. I haven't really read those books, but from the looks of the actual tarot deck itself, it looks like they'll be quite interesting as well to read. And she's written whatever she's written in the actual handbook itself is so well written. I'm sure her books are really, really good. So the deck in itself comes in this box, a nice big box, but I must admit, not the best of boxes available for tarot decks. And mine's has gotten smashed quite a bit. You can see it's all almost falling apart, just about barely keeping the cards intact. It's got pictures of the cards in the back. It gives you a little bit about the actual about Maggie Stiefvater and about the books that she's written. And it comes, it's a dark box, and it's got the picture of the raven in the front, one of the pictures from the cards. So she was it says here, New York bestseller author. So the Raven Cycle books were quite popular. So if you've read the books, I'm sure you'll enjoy this deck quite a bit. Now, as for the tarot itself, like I said, the box is really not the best of boxes. But, and I do keep it quite safe. So it's gotten quite smashed up. It doesn't seem to hold very, very well, when you're storing it. But anyway, it does keep the cards. And you've got the cards coming in. So I'll just put the box aside. And it's got this little box kind of pouch thing within the box itself, within the main box, and I store the cards in that itself, so just to keep the cards safe. You can put the cards into a pouch, and I think I should be doing that pretty soon, and keep them safe in that kind of way. So the book itself is absolutely brilliantly done. This is excellently done, and I can't rave on more about this book than I am, I suppose, now. It's got a really nice glossy finish for it. It's got a little picture of a lantern in the front, and it's got illuminating the prophecy and Maggie Stiefvater on it. And it's got pictures of the cards on the back of the book itself. So the book is an 184-page book, and it's very, very well written, extremely well written. It's got a table of contents, which gives you a little bit of an introduction here, the theme of the cards itself, how to do a reading, the spreads, the major arcana, and the minor arcana. And so here we go in the beginning. You've got that little bit of an introduction here. And then a little bit about the theme of the book. And why she began writing it, and she writes really, really well. She talks about cycles, how to do a reading, the different, a little bit about the cards themselves, a little bit about the major arcana, the court cards, and then she starts talking about spreads here, the different kinds of spreads, which she shows you, and then she starts off with the cards themselves. So chapter 5 is about the major arcana, and each description of the card has got a picture, a black and white picture of the cards themselves. It starts off with some keywords there about what that card is about. So with the Fool, it's labeled 0, and the Fool, and the keywords being fearless, folly, innocence, and potential. Then she tells you a little bit about the cards, and the way she presents it is, very story-like, and this is something that you can relate to. It's a very relatable text, and easy to remember when you can relate to information, and it's easy to learn information when you can, add it to your life. And she gives you a lot of scenarios about her own life story within the descriptions of the cards. She personalizes each and every single one of them. So that's done for all the major arcana. As you can see, the major arcana, I've got normal Arabic numerals over here, so that's 9 and 10 for the Wheel of Fortune there. And then she goes into the minor arcana cards, which is done in a similar way, with the keywords and a little bit about each and every single card, and that black and white picture of the card in itself next to the text. So there are no reversals for this particular deck, so it's just straight up reading the card as you see it. And it goes all the way down to the end, which ends with the King of Wands there. Yes, that's the last page. So that's the King of Wands. So this is the book. It's quite an extensive book. This is not a book that you can put in your pocket, but it makes good reading and, a good bedtime reading, I would think. It's, something that you can remember, and because you can relate to each and every card and the scenarios within each and every description, it just makes it really, really, it's really interesting to read, and also it's very memorable as well. So that's the actual book itself, you get through it quite quickly. It's a good story form kind of book. Now the cards themselves, they're very, very standard size cards. They fit easily into your palm, and they have got an orange border on the face. The back has got, it's black and orange, and it's got the different suits there. So you've got almost like a little wand there, the sword, the cups, the infinity sign, and the pentacle over here. And like I said, this is not reversible because, you would only be able to read it in one direction. I don't read reversals anyway, so this is perfectly fine for me. The cardstock itself is quite okay. It's not too bad. It's not the thickest of cardstock, but it's not thin either. And, it's got a slightly mattish sheen to it, so it's not going to slip and slide all over the place. So it makes shuffling really, really easy. So, it's not going to be, I don't have really big hands, and so shuffling the cards, it makes it quite easily. And I have shuffled these cards, and they shuffle quite easily. So it's divided into the major and minor arcana. All of them have this orange border. There's no distinction between that major and minor arcana as far as color goes. The cards themselves, the pictures on the cards themselves are very, very, I'd say minimalist is the word that I would use to describe it. They've got a slightly dark look to it, but they have all the essential things that you need. And what is lovely about this particular deck is it allows you to tap into your intuition quite easily. So if you're seeing something, things set it off. There's certain energies about the cards that set off the psychic ability. And, you can see, I'm going to take you through each and every card. You can see exactly what I mean. So this is the Fool, and you can see this person standing alone and starting off the journey and heading towards the light. Now that in itself will tell you about that Fool's journey, beginning with absolutely nothing in their hand and starting off afresh. So this in itself just, brings out that intuitive feeling of the cards. So this is the Fool, and it's labeled 0, the Arabic numeral 0. And then you've got the Magician. So she's got a lot of hands here. And this is showing, a magician is about getting a handle on things and, multitasking, that kind of thing. So this is what it's bringing in. And you've got the 4 suits over there and that infinity sign. Those are essential elements within the Magician card in itself. And there's the High Priestess and the Empress. Oops. This is the Empress card, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers. So as you see, it's not very traditional. You've got two antler horns here entwined, which is, in a sense, lovers being entwined with each other. So this is the lovers, the chariot, strength, the hermit, the wheel of fortune, justice, the hanged man, death, temperance, the devil, the tower, the star, the moon, the sun, judgment, and the world. Now, what is very interesting is when she describes each and every card, she tells you why she chose, the imagery for each and every single card. So when you're reading the book and you look at the cards, you understand why this particular imagery was chosen. It's just not randomly drawn out. And then you start understanding and seeing what the meaning of the card is. So it's like learning a new system of tarot reading in its sense, because she's taken essential elements from the traditional tarot, put it down, and then she tells you exactly why she chose certain things. So it doesn't become so far-fetched once you read through the text and understand why the imagery was chosen. So this is the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Then you've got the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords. I mean, this imagery here of the Knight of Swords is so powerful. It's just the scissors with the blood at the end over here. And, the Knight of Swords always brings news that is, really disruptive and causes a lot of problems. So you can actually just see, the backstabbing going on over here. So, the imagery is so powerful. Each and every card's imagery is very, very powerful. Then you've got the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Wands. I hope it is coming out quite clearly on the video. The cards are on the darker side, so I do have lighting on. So this is the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Wands. You've got the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands. So this is the coin suit, and you've got the Ace of Coins, the Two of Coins, the Three of Coins, the Four of Coins, the Five of Coins, the Six of Coins. It's got roses representing those coins. The Seven of Coins, the Eight of Coins, the Nine of Coins, the Ten of Coins, the Page of Coins, the Queen of Coins, the Knight of Coins, and the King of Coins. So that was a coin suit. She does tell you exactly why she chose the roses. There's a lovely story behind that. So this is the Ace of Cups. She's chosen the ravens for this. The Two of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. So that's all the suits of, and you can see, she's got the hands for the swords there, and she's used wands. You can see there's all these candles. There's a lot of fire in that wand suit there, and you've got the for the coin suit, she's used a lot of earth imagery, which is flowers, roses, that kind of thing. And you've got the ravens for the cups suit over here. Ravens being the messages, messengers of prophecy, really. So it's a very beautiful, very unusual deck. And like I said, it's got a lot of essential elements from the Rider-Waite, but it's not at all based on the Rider-Waite deck. And it brings out your psychic abilities beautifully. Reading it just opens up your mind really, really nicely. Opens up that third eye really, really well. And because it's so unusual, you can start seeing the different layers, things coming through for you. So it's something to give it. It's something to try if you are tired of reading, the traditional Rider-Waite decks. Something very unusual, and it will give you a lot more depth to your readings if you want to try it. It's not that expensive, the deck itself, and it's very, very easy to use. I would suggest, putting the cards into a nice little pouch for storage. The book is beautifully written. The box, unfortunately, I feel lets it down. But other than that, I think the deck is absolutely beautiful to read. And if you store it carefully, I think you'll get the cards will be protected quite well. Like I said, a really, really interesting deck. Something very, very unusual, and something that really opens up your psychic abilities really well. Please give this a go. I will put the description of the cards and where you can buy it in the description box itself. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments about this deck, and also leave me some comments as to how you're getting on with the rest of the tarot decks that you've been viewing, and whether or not you've started actually learning to read the tarot, or you've been trying out these decks. I'm very, very interested to know. And thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.